Hey guys, so today I was doing a PT Cruiser. It's like a red pearl, and the center of the front bumper is a raw plastic. It's kind of like a gray with impregnated metallic in it. And if any of you have noticed, right from the factory they tape those off, and you can see where the tape was. When the sun starts breaking them down a little bit, you can see where they put their little masking tape in it, and it looks pretty bad, but they all do it. Even though the new ones that the replacement ones, they do the same thing. The guy wanted just to paint that, but it's, you got to find the plastic color, and I found it for this one. And but then also where the color changes, there's a difference in level. You can actually feel it. So you can't just paint it. You got to put a filler primer down and sand that out, and then you lose the texture that was on it. But that's not a big deal. Most people don't care about that. They actually look better without the texture. So here's what it looked like, and some of the things I did to it. So the next thing I did was the plastic. It's a raw plastic. You got to put a adhesion promoter down before you can prime it. And what I do is I'll take a sliver in an inconspicuous area, and if it floats, I use this primer called PO primer. And if it sinks, I use a different kind of primer. They both go on clear. You put like a quick coat down, and then you can prime, and it'll stick real well. And you can also do a burn test if you don't. If it burns real heavy with floaty things, you'd use the one kind of primer, and if it burns smells like candle and burns light, you'd use the PO primer. Most times you'd use the PO primer, and so that's what I did there. And then I'm gonna put 2 heavy coats of primer down, and give it a few hours to just sit there, and then those tape marks should sand right out nice, and that's it. Just I'll lay some base down, and just a couple shots of matte clear, and then should be like new. Then I can mask that off and do the outside that I'm repairing. That one floats. And because that plastic sliver floated, it means I'm going to go with the PO primer. Just going to put a quick light coat of this on before I put my filler primer on. I'm also going to add some flex additive to that filler primer. I think that'll work. So I checked the color chips for that year, and there is an accent color for, you can see the PT down there, that's for a PT Cruiser. It's a matte gray with a little bit of metallic in it, so I'm just going to mix that. I was going to color map for that, but we'll do a base coat and then a matte clear coat over that. So I didn't get a shot of the finished product, but I started with that 320. I just did it by hand, didn't need a block or anything. Just followed until those lines were gone. That primer, dark primer, is kind of self-guide coat when you sand them. And so I took it down to 320, went over that with 400 grit, and then 600. I did it all dry. Sand scratches showing through the base, not a big deal with that color, plus matte clear over it. And then I based it, and I put a few shots of matte clear over, and I just shut the booth down for the night. And tomorrow morning I can mask it off and do the red on the rest of the bumper. But that's pretty much the way to do that. A while back, somebody had the same request. It was a gold car, and they didn't want the accent color at all. They just wanted to paint over gold, but those stupid lines showed through, and kind of learned from that one. So you pretty much got to use filler primer and sand them out. All right, thanks for watching, guys. See ya.